Hey, it is Shell being in action. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a minute since I've made one of these videos in the video series. I am going to have a seat and explain why that is. Yep, we're still using help of a scooter and such. Oh, okay. Well, we had started off great. Let's recap. 7 weeks ago almost, I had a surgery on my ankle where they cut out a very large, like the size of a golf ball, ganglion cyst and chronically frayed ligaments that held my foot on repaired. I was doing great like a champ. They took my stitches out a week early. So after just 10 days, my stitches were removed. As an herbalist, I was doing great with my knowledge of the internal herbs, and somehow, after all of that, my surgery opened up. As you may have seen several weeks back in the video. And ever since then, it's been a matter of like getting the wound sealed up. And in the last video, I explained I was about to see the doctor. That has now happened, and I have quite an update. This will be my shortest video, and unfortunately, most unfortunate one that I am reporting. If I seem like I'm struggling to breathe, it's because I am. I have an issue with my back. I'll explain. But I would like to first off say, if you've been watching and following, thank you so much for being here with me on this journey. So much of what I have experienced is very individualized to myself, even more so, as I'll explain. And I would like to give the disclaimer that just because something is or is not working for me, it does not mean that it will or will not work for yourself. I am not a doctor. I do not claim to be a doctor. I am not giving professional advice. I am, however, an herbalist, and I have a bachelor's of science in herbalism. With that knowledge, I have been working on my own self for situations that have come up from surgery. And the newest situation that I haven't explained ties into a lot. I saw the doctor a week ago. My surgeon was happy that my wound has sealed up all of the way, except for this tiny, tiny little bit. And there's still no sign of an infection. Very good there. There's no ooze, so no worries on any of that. I was even okayed to start taking baths with Epsom salt. But insert new problem here. It would seem that I have such a high pain tolerance that I did not know, again, that some of what I was experiencing was adverse, and it was not of the norm. So when I was at my last doctor's appointment with the surgeon a week ago, I knew it wouldn't be fantastic. I went into it with anxiety because I was supposed to start working just a few days after that. And here I still can't walk or bear weight on it. And then this newest. I did not realize that my circulation issue was not normal. I thought it was just a part of the healing process and the pain and the tingling that was going along with it. But my surgeon is a bit concerned because what I am experiencing, he has not witnessed. His words to me is I am a standoff, one-off. He hasn't seen this in his practice before. So I'm going to the hospital in a few days for a series of testing. Hours of testing. And since I've gotten that scheduled, a newer thing has happened. I think I've pinched a nerve or compressed a disc in my back from using crutches. I operated from the scooter to my crutches, but I think I've just somehow done something in the middle of my back. Heat, ice, stretching herbs for it topically and internally, as well as prescription pain pills have not helped. I was proudly able to say I have just used my mind and herbs to fight off the pain for a whole month. I haven't been on my prescribed pain pills for a month. And yesterday I caved. I took 3 in the day and it still did not help me, along with all of those other things I've mentioned. So I'm hoping to get into the chiropractor tomorrow. And if not, for my testing on Tuesday at the hospital, just the day after, we're going to have to mention this newest and see if I can get an x-ray of my back. So this obviously has put me out of work for a bit longer. I've been out of work for 6.5 weeks now. And I've got a month to go. So it's a bit trying on my spirit, but also I have to physically do all of this for myself. And now it's getting warmer, so my plants that I've put so much energy and effort into have been needing water. And watering on crutches and doing dishes on crutches, it's just, there's only so much you can do. And my body, again, has pushed itself further than it wants to handle. So I serve as a reminder to be gentle on yourself. Let's take a quick moment for our tea time, shall we? Today I'm brewing up one that is rich in mineral, as well as good for like female menses, because I'm on both. It's also intended for prenatal use, so being as it is strong in that mineral component for bones, and I'm having a situation I'm thinking with my bone, that's the tea I've gone and made. So it is in my kettle back here, brewing. And I started that. As I always mention a bit ago, you want to do 15 or more minutes when you make a tea for medicine, and keep it covered so that it is extracting as many of those medicinal constituents as it can. I think I'm going to have just a few sips of this and then let this brew longer. But what do you have in your cup today for your tea time? Ooh, that hurts. Do you have something that's homemade? Do you have a custom blend? Whatever it is, make sure that you take a moment to pause. Have the courage for self-care. What I'm going through is the universe reminding me so apparently that it is vital to relax. Relax. I struggle relaxing myself. I'm always in this mindset of learning more, continuing forward, being productive. My goodness, in 7 weeks I have completed reading books. They've been mind books, herbal books, psychology books, self-growth. I've reflected and studied on my student notes back from college. Not all of them, of course, but some of them relating to herbalism. I've started a class, which I'll announce to everyone publicly soon what that is, and I'm so proud that I am a part of this. And I'm excited to be healed so that I can fully participate in this and be of service, of a greater service to others. But my point is, I haven't really relaxed. And this is forcing me to sit. But it's very hard to relax. Very hard to relax in this exorbitant amount of pain. So I still have to keep myself distracted, but be relaxed in the meantime, knowing that I'm going to the hospital and I start fasting tomorrow night, and it's stressful. I will show you my incision wound because that's what I've been doing. You'll see where we're at. I do have the good news of I'm gaining movement from doing the alphabet with my ankle of like A, B, C, D, E, F, etc. I've gained movement and strength from that. And I've been using a 3-pound stretchy band, a 3-pound resistance band here and there. I've done some red light therapy on it here and there, not as much as I should, and I did not get the red light therapy machine as early as I should have. I didn't start that until about 5 weeks into the surgery. So all of these things combined have helped, plus actually starting to put pressure on it. The surgeons mentioned to me what I might possibly have, and I'm not going to mention it because I may not have that, but if I do, it is a lifetime condition and it is linked to trauma, the body storing trauma. And if that be the case, it would be stored trauma in my ankle. So let's show you this ankle. It's been healing fine. For the most part, just taking its time. No infection, as I mentioned. I've got some strength, but it's just a slow goer. Where we are having the issue is I have pain that's like a nerve pain running down my feet, into my toes, my heel. I lose circulation the moment I droop my leg down. So maybe I can show you that on camera as well. But I'll go from a normal color on one leg to then it looks like I'm a completely different person on the other leg. So let's see if we can actually replicate that for the camera, for science, as they say. All right. So here it is. There's the incision. It's starting to seal up more and more each day. You can see that part's now a scab, or a scar rather. It used to be a scab. Scab is starting to come off. So we've got a pretty clean incision, but it is still definitely taking its time. But here, let's show you what I was discussing. It's already starting. So we have a normal foot, meaning normal blood flow. You notice the difference already? So I have on the right leg, the surgery leg, a situation that seems to be blocking my blood flow. I was fine before surgery. And this is not its worst because this has only been seconds. But imagine trying to have this foot down for minutes, yet alone hours, like a whole work day. It gets very swollen very quickly. Gets very tingly. You see the color change. So that's what we've got going on there. As well as now the shoulders. So send me good luck. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe for more. And please send me good vibes. appreciate you. Aloha.